Hey guys, this is Moriarty,
And I'm Crypto Spook.
and today we're taking a look at a game called Lost Castle.
Vania.
Close, just Lost Castle, there's no Vania.
Vania.
It's not a Vania necessarily. It's a lot closer to like Rogue Legacy, which you of course wouldn't have played.
Nope, I wouldn't have.
You don't actually play any games. This is a roguelike dungeon exploring game.
It reminds me a little bit of Kill Many Robots because it's two players on the same screen.
They don't have to be on the same screen.
Did that chest just fall and injure you?
Yes.
That's awesome!
This is a roguelike dungeon exploration game where you are working your way through various levels, and as you go through each room, you unlock a chest. That chest will have various items in it you can improve.
What does roguelike mean?
It means that you die, and it's permanent death. Then you have to go back into the dungeon and try again, and the dungeon has changed.
Oh, so if you die, you have to do the whole thing over.
Right, you start completely fresh, but you keep your skill points and things like that you've earned. So you get better as you play.
Well, that's good. So, like, if you're too crappy to play a level, then, you die and come back and die. You basically grind the same level until you can beat it.
And then at the end of each level, there is a boss, and that boss changes every time you go to see him. So one time you get there, it might be a giant plant,
A giant plant. Okay.
or it might be like a spider, or an ooze.
Boss slime!
You just kind of die, and come back, and die, and come back, and die, and come over and over and over again until you win. And then you get New Game Plus, and you keep doing it. It's ultra grindy, but it's also kind of fun.
It looks kind of fun.
I enjoyed the hell out of this, actually. I didn't expect to. This game apparently has been out for a while. The developer, when they contacted us, they had already sold, I guess, 200,000 copies.
That is several copies.
And it's been successful, but if I had seen this in the store, I would have looked at it and gone, not for me. But I'm glad they sent it to me, because it was so much fun. Oh my god.
This looks really difficult, though.
It's really difficult. It's really, really hard. It is so much fun to play with a friend, though. Like, this is a game that you grab and play with a friend, and you're going to be good. You should play it with friends. If you don't have any friends, well, get some friends and play this game. It's really, really cool.
I kind of find myself wanting to play it. It looks really stressful, though. I don't deal well with this many on-screen elements.
I think one of the nice things is that it doesn't matter if you die. You're supposed to die.
Yeah, I did see that he picked you up.
You're supposed to die, and you're supposed to start over again so that you can get better. The only way that you're able to upgrade your character is if you die. And you can see at the top of the screen there's little purple swirly things.
Yes.
Those are your upgrade points. Those carry over to the end of the game. The coins are for purchasing things in the game. So as you're playing, you might come across a store. The coins are for buying stuff when you're in that store.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then the purple thingies are for upgrading your character after you've died.
So I can appreciate the art style, and I also like the music in the game. It sounds pretty good.
Altogether, I was really impressed. I enjoyed the game. And I can't say anything else other than that. It was a lot of fun. I didn't have any major, oh, this sucks, this should have been fixed kind of moments.
That's what I was wondering. There's nothing you believe that could be improved?
Not really. It's good. It's a good game. They did a good job. This is not going to be very critical of me. They did a good job.
And this is like a cooperative, I see.
Yep.
Is there a single player version?
There's a single player.
I imagine they would scale it accordingly as well.
Yeah, if you're on single player, the single player version is a lot easier. The bad guys don't hit as hard, things like that. I actually played this with my Steam controller.
Really?
I did.
Did that help?
It was fine. I enjoyed it.
I think that I could see myself playing this. I mean, not for an extended period of time, but I could definitely play it.
Here's my review in a nutshell when it comes to this game. I intended to load this up so that I could get some footage, and we had Doc here. He was online. I was up early. It was 5 in the morning, and I said, you know what? I'm a little bored. I'll get some footage of this game. I'll do some co-op, but I'll go through it in 20 minutes, and then I'll just kind of have some footage that I can do my thing on, right? 6 hours later, I was saying, holy crap, it's been 6 hours. At one point, I actually said, oh my god, dude, I need to go. I have other things to do. And then I continued playing for another 2 hours.
Wow.
It's super addictive because of the fact that you die over and over again, and you're able to come back and try it again. And you know what? The first time, we didn't even get to the boss. The second time, we got to the boss. The third time, we beat the boss. The fourth time, we beat the boss again and got to the second boss.
This seems like a huge time sink.
At the end, after you die, you are given a upgrade screen where you can go through and put your points into various benefits. So you can have an additional loot spawn at the beginning of the game that might give you better armor or weapons or whatever. You can have better speed, better attack, better defense, higher agility, more potions. You can have something that allows you to keep those purple swirlies. They call them demon souls.
Oh, that's a game, isn't it?
It is a game. So you can keep those souls from one death to the next if you buy into certain points. The problem that you have to kind of weigh is that if you don't get enough souls to buy anything, you have to sacrifice those souls.
Then you have to go through the same thing.
No, you have to sacrifice those souls and lose them.
Oh, that's even worse.
So all that effort could be for nothing. Me and Doc found ourselves going, no, we can't die yet. We can't die yet. We need 3 more. One of us has to get 3 more. We can't get anything.
So were you both on that screen at the same time?
Right, yeah, you each get the screen one at a time. It's super awkward. Every time you start a new game, you start off as a new class. So you might be a mage one time, you might be a warrior the next time, a rogue, whatever.
Okay. That's kind of cool. So it's like a little take on reincarnation.
If you have certain skills on your character that benefit a rogue, you can always drop your sword and pick up your rogue weapon. But if you don't find a rogue weapon throughout the entire playthrough, you get nothing.
What is a rogue weapon? What does that mean?
Like a rogue weapon, like, little ninja swords.
Oh, okay.
Like for a rogue. I think I know a game that I can compare this to for you. Enter the Gungeon.
Okay. I didn't like Enter the Gungeon, but this does kind of seem like it. Although it's not so much of a bullet hell as that.
It's not got the bullet hell aspect, but Enter the Gungeon is also a roguelike.
Yeah, that's true. Although I think you keep the same character between deaths, but you do upgrade yourself and go back into the same dungeon repetitively.
Yep, and each time you go into that dungeon, it's procedurally generated. This is the same thing. And it's a good procedurally generated. And it's tough and it's pretty. The artwork, it looks a little bit like a Flash game.
A little bit.
But it's a well-done Flash game. And I'm okay with well-done Flash game.
Wow, his flames do like 0 damage.
But they are ranged. Ranged is important.
Ranged is very important.
Ranged is really good in this game. Let me tell you, if you're playing with somebody needs to be ranged.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, you guys just got stomped. Raffle stomped, even.
The plot in general, with regards to this game, is that you are trying to fight off some sort of ultimate bad guy. They don't really explain it further than that. There is an ultimate bad guy, and you are being reincarnated as various people to see which incarnation of you could beat him. Each weapon that you get is a little bit different. So you might have a weapon that is both a sword and shield, so you can block and attack, and it has a ranged special.
Oh, so that was your special. It requires some kind of charge up.
Right, the specials do require charge up.
Between different classes, does the charge, like, depending on how much damage your skill does it charge faster or slower?
No, because you don't really, it's not that you have a class, you just kind of have specialization. So you might start off as a mage, but you can immediately drop your mage staff and pick up a sword.
Oh, well that's nifty.
It allows you to continue to do the kind of playstyle that you enjoy doing.
Now, does that, like, go away, perhaps, when you die?
Yeah, your armor and your stuff, that all disappears. The game is funny. There's a lot of really interesting things in it. I enjoyed a whole hell of a lot of that.
Now, would you say that the armor and weapons are procedurally generated as well, or is there a finite amount of them?
I think that there are basics that it follows. So, for example, armor might have a specific look. It's not procedurally generated artwork.
That seems right.
And it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. There's just something about it that makes it a lot of fun. And it's funny.
And wearing a dead dinosaur's head is kind of cool, too.
It's funny to be Reptar the Warrior.
Reptar? Was that a Rugrats reference?
That was a Rugrats reference.
Wow, way to date us, man.
I'm glad you caught it.
Reptar. This does look fun. I think I could probably spend some time here.
So there you go, guys. That's the Lost Castle, or maybe it's just Lost Castle. That's Lost Castle. Pretty sure there's no "the" in it. If there is a "the," then there's a "the."
There is no "the."
Are you sure?
It's just Lost Castle.
Well, if
I
you
am
say so.
relatively unsure, but I'm gonna go with it.
I'm going to go ahead and trust you on that. I think it's a lot of fun. If you like the hack and slashy kind of roguelike, whatever, pick it up, play it with a friend. Super, super fun with a friend. On top of that, you can totally troll your friends. What's better than that?
Trolling is fun.
Especially if they're your friend, because you can steal that health they need. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Be sure to subscribe for more. Leave a comment so that you can join our weekly contest. Don't forget to check out the Patreon.
Until the next one.